Let's look at simple equations involving plus and minus. Simple equations involving the plus and the minus sign. Remember, in our basic operation science, I told you that the opposite of plus is minus and that of minus is plus. So let's solve simple equations that involve the usage of the plus and the minus. Here we have on the board x plus 6 is equal to 10, and we ask to find x. Number 2, y minus 10 is equal to 12. We ask to find y. Let's deal with that quickly. It's simple to deal with. Number 1, x plus 6 is equal to 10. We ask to find x. Now, you notice that x is on the right hand side of the equation. So, and it has a barrier, and that barrier is plus 6. Because we asked to find x, not to find x plus 6. So we must remove this plus 6 to the other part of the equation where all the numbers are. So that x can stand alone because we are looking for x. We are not to find x plus 6, but they say we should find x alone, and x has a barrier. This is a barrier, plus 6. I need to remove the plus 6 to the other side of the equation. Now this plus 6 will change to minus 6 at the other side of the equation. That's why I said the opposite of plus is minus and that of minus is plus. So if I take this plus 6 to the other side of the equation, it will change to minus 6. But you must always put this into consideration that at the other side of the equation, 10 is standing there. So when you're taking the number from here to the other side, even if this number is a smaller number, do not displace this number here. This 10 must always be here, while the 6 will come after the 10. Don't go and write the bigger, because you feel this number you're taking to the other side is bigger. You're now going to write the bigger number before the original number that was here, before the incoming number. So do not displace 10 or any number that you have at this place. Just take the plus 6 to the other side. It will change to minus, and so you have x is equal to, I'll write the original number that was there first before I'll write the incoming number, which is minus 6. Since it's plus here, it will become minus 6 at the other side. So we have x is equal to 4. If you take out 6 from 10, your answer will be 4. Some other people will tell you, in the same problem, they'll tell you subtract both sides, subtract 6 from both sides of the equations. So I'm going to have, if that is done, I'm going to have x plus 6 minus 6 is equal to 10 minus 6. That is subtracting 6 from both sides. Now plus 6 minus 6 is 0, because you're giving out 6 and you have 6. Remember what I told you in the previous class? All numbers carrying the minus sign when it comes to addition and subtraction. Assume the negative numbers or the minus numbers to be what you're giving out and the plus number to be what you have. So plus 6 minus 6 is out, or is 0, because you have 6 and you're giving out 6. So if you give out the 6 you have to the person who's able to give 6, you have no number left with you. So you have only x standing is equal to 10 minus 6 will give us 4. So if you do not want to use the idea of carrying the plus 6 to the other part of the equation, you can use the idea of subtracting 6 from the both sides of the equation, or any number you want to take out from here to the other part of the equation. You can as well subtract the number from the both sides of the equation and you get your final result. Let's deal with the number 2 problem. Number 2 says y minus 10 is equal to 12. You're asked to find y. Remember that the opposite of minus is plus. Now, we want to find y, and y has a barrier, and that barrier is minus 10. So I'll need to carry minus 10 to the other side of the equation. So I'll have y is equal to 12. Do not displace the 12. Minus 10 is coming, so it becomes plus 10. So y will be equal to 22. That's the final result. Or use the second method which I said, now that it's minus 10, for me to eliminate minus 10, I will add 10 to both sides. So we have the alternative method. You have y minus 10 is equal to 12. I want to eliminate this number or take this number out from here, which is minus 10. So the only way for me to do that is to add. Since it's minus 10, I'll be adding 10 to both sides. So I have y minus 10 plus 10 is equal to 12 plus 10. Minus 10 plus 10, you're giving out 10 and you have 10 is 0. So we have y is equal to 22. So our final result is 22. So this is how you go about solving simple problems of this type. So see you in our next other class.